What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, bringing you a brand new rebuild, and this time we're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills. And, as we all know, right now there's a lot of talk that the Bills may possibly not be in Buffalo in the years to come because they're looking at, moving out, and, one of the top spots is to move down to Austin. I mean, technically, like I was just told, Austin is technically one of the biggest cities, at least most populated cities that are out there that are still not, they don't have a professional, football team. So, it would be a very good move, but then you also got to look at, how would that technically affect everything if Texas moves out of the Big 12, goes to the SEC, all that good stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to still look into that. But, before we go ahead and we get into this, let's go ahead and make sure to hit that sub button with a little bell icon on. That way, every time I post new content, you're one of the first to know. And, let's smash that like button. We're trying to go ahead and we're trying to hit 15 likes here on the video, trying to knock this out here before Madden 22 drops. So with that, we're pretty much, what it's coming down to is we got to change up the rebuilds a little bit. If I continue on this, every other day posting schedule, I got 8 teams to rebuild. 8 teams, and, we won't be able to hit that. It would pretty much come down to, we'd fall short of one. So with that, we're going to change it up, but we're still going to have fun. We're here within the end. We'll actually, we'll still do 5 years, but, we're going to try to maybe knock out one full rebuild per episode. As far as, knock out this Bills, this entire thing. Forget about the episodes for right now. And, we don't want to continue this into 22. Everybody would get bored. So, with that, we're going to go ahead. We got the Bills here. Week 1, we're an 81 overall, 83 offense, 80 defense. And just taking a look here at the team. So, we got the man, the, dude with a cannon for an arm, Josh Allen. Got to get rid of that stuff just because for some reason it just still wants to pop up. But, 6'5", 233, he's in his second year out of Wyoming, and we got to get him some abilities. So with some abilities, we're going to go inside Deadeye and, roaming. Let's go with it. Zach Moss is hidden. Devin Singletary, star dev there. Stefon Diggs, he is our lone X factor here on the team. Currently has Rack 'em Up Jukebox, which we want to go out. We want to put it on Route Tech, and this is where things can get interesting because we could go Slotomatic, where he'll have the faster cuts, all that good stuff. But we're gonna put on some grab and go. But we got Cole Beasley, they're rocking that star dev. Emmanuel Sanders, and I want to say I was gonna say Greg, but it's Gabriel Davis, another hidden dev. And a lot of these guys, they're still here from a year ago, just because that's just how it is. We can't get the true rookies in here, so we have to pretty much start off on the same beginner years. That's why now that the Madden 2 ratings are out, it's not 100%, which I plan on hopefully trying to get a video done here soon with just go over some of the ratings, some of the stuff that has been released. So just taking a look at it. There wasn't not much. We still got Dawson Knox, Williams, Felicino, Morris, Cody Ford. But what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead, Force Lamp, let's bump him up. And then, Ford, that's one of those things. Do we continue to keep going with Ford? Ford is 23 years old. Forrest Lamp is 26. So, right there is going to be the move. We're going to bump. We're going to leave Ford there at left guard, and we're going to bump Lamp up here just for the age. And then we got Deion Dawkins there over on the left side of that offensive line. Defensively, you got Micah Hyde. I don't know what I was thinking. Pick artist and some deep route KO. Milano, Trey Edmonds, and AJ Klein. Poyer, Levi Wallace, Jerry Hughes, Butler, Ed Oliver, Madison. But what we're gonna do, they spent so much money on these guys. We're gonna bump Gregory Rousseau, their first round pick 30. We're gonna bump him up there and let him get into the starting role. For the most part, he's going to be a development player, so it could come back and bite us in the ass eventually, just because last year was his first year playing in his position, and he was able to tally up like 15 or so sacks, but he's going to be that development player, so hopefully we can go ahead and we can get that figured out. So, like I said, we're in 81, 83, 80. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and, we're going to sim up to midseason. Sim up to the midseason, see where we are at, and hopefully, we'll be sitting pretty good. So, simming up the first half of the season, it's not looking too hot. Week 1, we suffered a 24-21 loss to the Jets, followed up by a 31-15 loss to Miami. We were able to get our first victory here against the Rams, 23-20, followed up by another loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, 17-14. Able to pull out a 31-28 victory against Tennessee, lost by 2 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Able to get that victory back against the Jets, 30-22, and then we fell short to, I don't know if it's Mac Jones, I don't know if it's Cam Newton, but either way, we lost 24-3. So, just kind of looking here at, the division, it's still within grabs. We're sitting in third at 3-5, and the Jets are 5-3. So we have every opportunity that we can. So, now that we've done that, we simmed up through the first half. Let's go ahead. Let's go week to week. Let's see what we can go, see what we have, figure out what's going on. We get a 34-24 victory over the Seattle Seahawks. So we're sitting 4-5. Got the 6-2 Arizona Cardinals. And, we're going to change this up a little bit as far as gameplay. We'll come in eventually, maybe next season, but I want to get the first season out of the way. And I don't know, maybe, well, screw it. What we'll do is, we'll pick a game, here out of the back half, and we'll at least watch the moments. But we get a 36-17 loss to the Arizona Cardinals, as we're in the week 11 bye week. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some contracts. Micah Hyde, yes, we want to go ahead. We want to continue to keep him. We might have just locked him up a little longer than we wanted, but that superstar depth trait we don't want to lose. Jerry Hughes and Emmanuel Sanders, I get it. Y'all got the star dev, but they're getting up there in age. We can't continue to rock with them. Borges, let's send him for the long term. That way, we're not going to lose a solid ass punter. Matt Breida, I do like the Matt Breida and Devin Singletary, 1-2 punch. So we're going to go out. We're going to keep locking him up, and let's come over here. Forrest Lamp, we did bump him up there to the starting lineup. So we'll see if he hits that 70 by the end of the year. We'll come back to him. Money Mitch, currently our backup, but $50 million over 3 years as a backup. I don't think we can do it. Isaiah McKenzie, he pairs up well with Stefon Diggs. So we're going to go ahead and get him. Markel Lee, another, developmental, on a fairly cheap contract, able to go ahead and get him. Harrison Phillips, solid depth, and he wants a little more money. Jacob Hollister's a nice depth tight end, but we can find some more in the draft. But whenever it really comes down to it, these two, Tyron Johnson, we want to keep that secondary, want to keep Trey White happy, don't want him to, pretty much have to, do it all, even though he already does. At least get those two locked up. And, like I said, we'll come back for Forrest Lamp, see how he does at the end of the year. So with that, we'll go ahead, we'll sim up here out of the bye week, get up to the Los Angeles Chargers here in week 12, and we have a breakout scenario for Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace has the opportunity to go up to a star dev, I believe. Need to hold the Chargers less than 200 yards, or get him 1 interception, a forced fumble, sack, or tackle for loss. So simming up here against the Chargers, who are 5-5. Can we somehow pull out the victory? We do. We get a 28-17 victory. Let's check it out. Unable to get Levi Wallace's dev trait. Yeah, he's frustrated, but who knows? Maybe that'll be enough to go ahead and carry over into this Week 13 game against the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm thinking that Week 16 game against the Patriots, we'll go through the Super Sim on that and just kind of figure it out. We got a 14-7 loss against the San Francisco 49ers as we're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers here in Week 14. As we're trying to get it going. 31-16, able to get that victory. We're sitting 6-7. So we're getting there. We're almost back to 500. If we can pull this win out here, or even win the last 3, I'll be happy. As we got the Denver Broncos here, Week 15, and we get a 28-14 victory, and we have an opportunity for the breakout scenario for Josh Allen. So we decided, we got a breakout scenario. We're going to come into this game, but all we're going to do, we're only going to play offense.
I'm fast as fuck,
not one-sided, but Cole Beasley on one hell of a catch.
Still fast as fuck,
Go, Cole! Go,
get
Cole!
some.
Yeah, let's go!
I don't think you have any idea
one hell of a way to
fast I
start
really
off
am.
this game, as Cole Beasley takes it the entire way. His 5th receiving touchdown on the year, but we get an early score there against the New England Patriots, as defense able to go ahead and make a stand. So we're gonna go out here again. We're here at the 18-yard line, able to get that turnover. So Matt Breida, possibly, can we find a way? We find a way to hit Matt Breida. We do, right up the middle, but they called us down. We were still up in the air. What? There's some Z spot here. I'd love to hit Diggs. Can we? Let's see. Send Diggs on the little fade route. We might be able to fake him out here. Unable. We're just running it. Josh Allen able to go ahead and pick up that first down there. Hopefully. Yeah, he did. Able to get that first down with Josh Allen. So, now let's see. Are we able to find Stefon Diggs here? We want to keep him happy as well. Able to get around the corner. Able to get around. No, we had him. Pick up the block. I should have just threw the ball. We had 2 guys there. And we decided, screw it. Let's run. So we'll go some spacing switch, see what we got here. I want to keep Stefon Diggs happy. I don't want him to get pissed off here in this rebuild. But we got him. We almost had him. Cole Beasley could be the guy. Nope, we got Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox is there for the touchdown, getting Josh Allen his 2nd passing touchdown of the day. As here we are back on defense, able to, we gave up 7. Gave up 7 this time. Defense they decided they didn't want to play that opportunity. So there's a chance we could possibly have Cole Beasley again. We did have Beasley. Dawson Knox go up. Nice little teardrop. Boom. Get him with the truck. Watch out. The trains are coming. Dawson Knox able to go ahead and put Stephon Gilmore down on his ass, as we got some Bills drag here. Like I said, I want to get Stefon Diggs involved. I want to, but he's over there. He's covered, pretty well usually by Stephon Gilmore. So hopefully there's an opportunity here. We're just going to throw it all the way across. Cole Beasley's there for the catch, and that's going to pretty much end it for the first quarter. So here we go. It looks like we got a strong safety blitz here coming down on the right hand side. We do. We got Knox. Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox. He is not afraid to lower his shoulder. So we got no safety help here. No safety help. They're blitzing. Boom. Diggs. Diggs in there. Diggs is in there for the touchdown, giving Josh Allen his 3rd of the day. Now we are just down to going and getting that yardage, as New England is able to go downfield and score once again, bringing up 21-14 here in the second quarter. I'm not scared. Let's see. If they're in a cover 4, we got Diggs. I'm sorry, I covered 2. We had Diggs. We don't. Oh! Did we just find like a diamond in the rough here with Cole Beasley? Because Cole Beasley is beasting out here. I'd love to throw this ball deep, but we can't. We got Ooh. They're afraid. They are afraid of that truck. Look at Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley outrun him. We got down so close. As the previous drive, we were able to go ahead and get in again with Dawson Knox for a second of the day. And this time, Cole Beasley, if he does not deserve a dev trait, I don't know. Oh my God, that could have been bad. We should have got that ball off a little bit quicker, but luckily it fell incomplete, which gives us that opportunity once again, and still leaves the dev trait wide open, as we're gonna have Cole Beasley come in motion here to the left side of your screen and see what we have. Brady's able to catch it, but it's a loss of yards. It's a loss of yards. We got to call that timeout. I don't know why we called the timeout the second time, but we got to call it this time. But at least the nice thing is we're able to come away with 3 here if we don't get it. But it's going to be wide open. Wide open. Josh Allen's able to go ahead and get himself in there. Lowers his shoulder and gets the touchdown. Defense out here doing its thing, but they just gave up a touchdown, 35-21. As we're here in the third quarter, we're moving this ball pretty damn easy. I have no idea why, but this Bills team, we're on it. We are absolutely on it here. Just going to dump it down to Breida. Breida's able to go ahead and pick up 7. As we're sitting at 281, we need to get to 350 here by the end of the game with Josh Allen to go ahead and get him that shiny new red X factor, which hopefully within the rebuild, that's going to help us out tremendously. As we got some slants. Cole Beasley? There it is. I was about to say, where the hell's the PI? Where's the PI? On the slants, she's able to pull up that PI, get us that extra couple yardage as a brand new fresh set of downs. And, we're going to come out here. We're going to run the 0-1 trap here with Devin Singletary. We've had at least 2 runs with Matt Breida that have, went positive yards. And again, Devin Singletary shoving them off of him. Able to get down here, pick up 8 yards on the run. So with that, Josh Allen, never doubted for a second, gets that shiny red X factor plus that 4,000 XP boost. As we're looking pretty so far. There's a chance that we might be able to come in second here in the division. We just need to find a way to get a victory here against Miami. As Josh Allen comes away AFC Player of the Week. And with that, we'll go ahead. We'll send the upgrades. I'm surprised that Josh Allen's not in there. But, let's go ahead. Let's take this time. Let's go ahead and look at his, abilities that he's been given. He's a 90 overall. He's got Gambler, Inside's Deadeye, Roaming, Pass Lead Elite, Comeback, and Dashing Deadeye. But, we want to put on Gunslinger, and, let's get him up here, Hot Route Master. But for now, let's go ahead, Threat Detector, and, let's have a little fun here. Let's put on some Omaha. For the couple games that we do come in and play. As, if we get the victory here, I'm not sure where we're sitting, if we're even in. Currently, we're sitting at the number 5 seed, so, things are looking pretty damn good. We'll go ahead, we'll sim this up. Did we get the victory? We do, 28-21. Able to go ahead and beat Miami to finish out the year at 9-7. As just taking a look here at the playoff bracket, we came in at the number 5 seed. So, as long if we win, then to get away from having to play the Cleveland Browns, at least here in the next round, we need either the Jets or the Raiders to come away victorious in their wild card matchup. But we got some game day strategy here. Take a look at some of their strengths. Depending, they move the ball well, good rushing attack. Let's see. Any injuries? Marlon Mack, he's out. But, they still got JT and Naheem Hines, I'm pretty sure. So, with that, we'll go in here. We'll sim up the moments as we take a look here at the the Indianapolis Colts with Quentin Nelson and DeForest Buckner as their lone superstars. So, here we are. We're here at Lucas Oil Stadium. We need to try to find a way to come away and get the victory, as we were unable to do anything in the first drive. It will hold them to 3, but we give the ball back. I hope we don't end up just losing to old goggles. And so far, we haven't been able to do anything. We got the first touchdown on the board, 7-3 here in the second quarter as we're back in the red zone once again, and we're able to come away with 3. 10-3, 10-6 here in the third. Indy takes the lead 13-10. Back in the red zone for us. Another third down here towards the end of the third. We got the touchdown 17-13. But, we turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. Big third down. We need some sort of stop, and we got it. We got the stop. Big end of the game drive here as, things are looking good back in the red zone. If we come away with a touchdown, it's over. We got the touchdown up by 10, and we are moving on to the divisional round of the playoffs as, Josh Allen beats out Carson Wentz, throwing 63%, 241, 2 touchdowns. Devin Singletary, 16-44. Stefon Diggs, 3 for 37. And Cole Beasley coming away with over 100 receiving yards. Like I said in the game that we played the offense only, Cole Beasley, I think he's going to surprise people. Really curious to see what his season-ending stats, are going to be. As, we got the Chiefs here. We got the Chiefs. We lost to them earlier in the year. Chiefs are 11-5. Can we get the victory? That's the big question. If we can come away with the victory, for the most part, everybody knows what the Chiefs already have. Mahomes, Kelsey Hill, Chris Jones, and the Honey Badger, along with Harrison Butker, there as the lone superstar of the team. So we're here. We're in snowy Arrowhead. Hopefully that's going to be enough to, slow down this Chiefs passing offense as we held them to 3. We're moving this ball down here, and we're able to tie this ball game up 3 apiece. Defense, come on, stand up. Stand up. And they scored the first touchdown. 10-3, Kansas City, and they're not slowing down. 13-3 now here in the first half, and they take a 16-3 lead. What's going on? What's going on with the team? Kick the field goal, and we don't. We either missed it, something, I don't know. But, we're able to at least get another shot, and we made that one. But the Chiefs are down there. It's pretty much a game of field goals minus the 1 touchdown by the Chiefs. 22-6. All right, 25-6. Good thing they got a superstar kicker, and we lose. We lose pretty much in a game of field goals. And, that right there, that's going to do it for the first season of the Buffalo Bills Rebuild, where Josh Allen played an absolutely horrible game. 48% completion, 184. Singletary got shut down, 7 for 15. Cole Beasley, 6 for 76. And Stefon Diggs, 1 for 22. So we'll take a look here at the Pro Bowl roster as, Mahomes, Mayfield, Cam Newton. Unable to get anybody else so far. Even Stefon Diggs didn't even make the roster. Wow. All right. So, Jerry Hughes coming in there, left end 2. And that's it. Micah Hyde is the other one. But, they're in Super Bowl 55. You got the Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints. As before we get to that, let's take a look here at the season-ending stats. The 20th overall offense and the 7th overall defense. Josh Allen, not a bad year. 3,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Devin Singletary, 8 and 4. Matt Breida, 350 and 2. Receiving wise, Cole Beasley led the way, 972, 5. I guess 5 touchdowns was pretty much like standard for the entire team as, Beasley, Knox, Diggs, Sanders, Breida all come away with 5. But, definitely not sitting there, not using that offense like we should be. Matt Milano led the way, 117 tackles, 3 TFLs, have a sack, 2 picks. Sack-wise, Jerry Hughes led the way, 9.5. Let's see. Basham Jr., another rookie that the Bills drafted. I want to say he was later, I want to say, but I honestly don't remember. Just kind of scrolling down here, see if we can find him. Honestly, I have no idea where the hell he went. Was he their second? Was Basham their second? He was. Carlos Basham Jr. Was their second round pick 61. He's at least getting some touches. So, okay, decent year. And we'll sim up here. We'll take a look at the yearly awards here once we get simmed up. Find out the victor of the Super Bowl as the New Orleans Saints get the 35-28 victory. And, like I said, we'll take a look here. See what we got going for yearly awards. Mahomes was your MVP. The Josh Allen, nowhere to be found. Coach of the year goes to Kevin Stefanski. Mahomes is your offensive player of the year. Josh Allen coming in there at number 5. Defensive player of the year goes to C.J. Mosley. Offensive rookie goes to Zach Wilson. Defensive rookie goes to Nick Bolton. Do we have anybody? No. Quarterback goes to Mahomes. Josh Allen coming in there at number 8. Running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Receiver goes to Laviska Shenault. All right. That is surprising to me. I would not consider him, he was a good receiver in college, but I'm really surprised that he was there to go ahead and take that this year. Quentin Nelson, best linebacker. D-line goes to Myles Garrett as normal. Jerry Hughes coming in there at number 3. Linebacker goes to Von Miller. DB goes to Jared Wilson. So, Trey White coming in there at number 8. So, surprisingly, it's pretty much all over the board. There's some surprises in there I was not expecting. Taking a look here at some of the retirements. AFC East. So we lose Twan Jones, who probably didn't play a snap at all this year. And Emmanuel Sanders finally retired after 11 years. And taking a look here at the season recap. Jameis Winston, old crab legs himself, comes away with Super Bowl MVP. So as we get ready to kick off year 2 here, not 100% sure what we want to do, but Josh Allen is sitting there, pretty good. We got plenty of depth. Maybe looking at a younger receiver, somebody like Michael Gallup could be in play. Spend a good bit of cap space. We'll throw a bit out on him, but other than that. I'm not really seeing anything. Jerry Hughes did go up to a superstar depth trait, but 33, he wants that $12 million. I wasn't willing to pay that much. So with that, we'll take a look here at some of the corners. See if we can find somebody that's younger. Might have a depth trait at some point. Mike Hughes is there. We could go after a Mike Hughes, Pierre Desir, former Jet. I want to say Jet or Colt, one of those. But, he has that superstar depth trait, but, I can't see pulling the trigger on him, especially with just that age. But, I think what we're going to do, we're going to rock with Michael Gallup being the only draft pick. Well, the only free agent attempt that we're going to try to make, at least in this round, because, we'll have some contracts coming up that we got to go ahead and work on. We are able to go ahead and get Michael Gallup. So, with that, let's leave it as is. Let's run up to the draft, and let's figure this out. So as we're here getting ready for the draft, we're at 83 overall, 87 offense, 80 defense. Taking a look at some spots that we need to go ahead and look at. Offensive line definitely should look there. We did let Forrest Lamp go. He was just kind of one of those, plug and play kind of guys. We were able to go ahead and get Michael Gallup there in free agency, so that's one position that we don't have to look. Defensively, I definitely want to look, here at the offense, at the defensive line, and possibly left outside linebacker too. And then again, if we can find a stud corner there, would be great to go. Matt Milano did go up there to a superstar depth trait as well. So we're getting right in here to the draft. We got pick 25, and we'll sim right up to it and just take a look. Take a look at what we got. The only time I came in here, I scouted wide receivers, but definitely not in a spot that we need. So, like I said, we want to look at some defensive linemen here. DeMarvin Leal, DJ Dale. They're already scheme fits. Could be a possibility. Thomas Booker, again, looks nice. Has one hell of a combine, but, I feel like that might be a reach. So just kind of looking at it here at the linebacker position, we can always go ahead and throw him somewhere else as well. But Nolan Smith, he's up there. He's one of the top like 5 right now. Nick Bonito as well. But I think what we'll do, we'll go ahead. We'll take Nolan Smith here, and you'll get him with the team. Add him to Buffalo with this roster. And with that, we got Nolan Smith, 73 overall, 6'3", 242, 21 years old, out of Georgia, speed rusher, hidden dev trait. So 87 speed, 89 acceleration. Hopefully that's enough to go ahead and push us up over the edge. As I'm looking over here on the left-hand side, we need a backup tight end. We need some alignment as well. So, with that, let's just go ahead. Let's grab him. Tyree Robinson, 64 overall, but 86 strength. Hopefully we can get him developed sooner than later. That'll be nice. Definitely a reach for a second round pick, but we have to do what we have to do. Jaleel Irvin is there here in the 3rd round, but like I was saying, we want to go. We want to kind of look here at the defensive line, see if there's somebody that we can find that might fit the scheme already. Akeem Dent. I'd be happy with that, coming out with the first overall bench press as a cornerback. So we'll go ahead, we'll grab him, and just pretty much now we're just gonna go around. We're gonna fill out this roster with 2 5th rounds and a 6th. So definitely need to look at a backup right end. Well, backup quarterback. And just kind of looking at it, a lot of these guys are going to be late, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab him. Looks like a phenomenal combine. Joe Milton out of Michigan. Got that scrambler, got that 93 throw power. So if Josh Allen does go down at all this season, it's going to be one of those guys that, we can already plug and play. That overall is just not the greatest. And then looking at tight end, Malcolm Epps out of Texas. Let's grab him. The Longhorns, hook 'em horns. Let's go. And they're even looking at possibly move into the SEC here eventually. So we'll go out, we'll grab him, and then now it just comes down to let's just go a little bit of depth, and we're going to take DeAndre Square here out of Kentucky, 63 overall, 82 speed, 82 acceleration, and that's going to do it for me here for the draft. As we get ready to kick off Season 2, we're an 82 overall, 84 offense, 80 defense. Not much has changed for the team, all the way through, as, we're just here. Pretty much all the same. Josh Allen there, 91 overall, along with Stefon Diggs there. Nolan Smith coming in there, getting that starting position. Matt Milano moved over to left outside linebacker. So, definitely need to look in the future here. I mean, I know we got, Gregory Rousseau and AJ Espinoza there. They're both young, so I'm good with that. Just love to see them get some sort of development trait. But, looking at Star Latuli, he's 31. So we need to find somebody. And, with that, we're gonna bump up Carl Basham Jr. Bump him up, get him in there in the starting lineup, and let's get rocking. So we're going to sim up again up to the midway point of the year, and let's see how we doing. Hopefully we're doing better than we were last year whenever we came in at 3-5. So hopefully things are starting to look good as 55-0 over the New England Patriots. Coming out of that, we got the weekly award where Josh Allen threw for 426 yards, 6 passing touchdowns, and even had a rushing touchdown to add to that, as Dante Hightower came away with 18 tackles. As we're sitting here, I have no idea what we're at as far as the team's overall standing. But right away, we see the man, the myth, the legend. He's up for contract renewal, and we're going to give it to him. And he wants more money, which, I mean, that's going to hurt. Because losing a guy like AJ Klein, not too big. So with that, let's just go through. Let's withdraw some of these contracts. Dane Jackson, more of a depth, but Cody Ford, Tremaine Edmonds, things might get a little pricey here. But we're going to sim up here to week 10 and let's figure out. Let's figure out where we're sitting. We're sitting at 5-3. So not too terrible. We're at 5-3. We can go ahead, send the upgrades. Michael Carter, Darman Harmon, get them upgraded as well. But like I said, Josh Allen, he wanted a little more money. Contract length was good. But so let's go ahead. Let's bump him up there to 16.5. And let's see if he'll take 21.40. Bump him up $5 million. All right, so he wants more bonus money. As it's going to be tough because I don't know if we'll be able to go ahead and swing the rest of what we got going on for the team to go ahead and get some of those contracts that we want, like Cody Glenn and Tremaine Edmonds. But we suffer a 24-7 loss to Pittsburgh as we're sitting 5-4. And I should have went back in there. I should have just did Josh Allen right whenever we said about. But I completely drew a blank. But he wants more bonus money. Can we get him there at 21.60? What the fuck? Seriously? Yeah, fuck you, Josh. Fuck you. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get Tremaine Edmonds, installed and go ahead and lock up Cody Ford. Really, Josh? Really? I mean, now I don't even want to play him. I seriously want to just go ahead and bench him. But we're going to sim up here against the Jets. For that, I hope that we lose. I hope we lose, but then again, I hope we come out and somehow find a way to win the Super Bowl. As we're sitting at 5-6, things aren't looking too hot for us right now. We get a 38-17 victory. We got a breakout scenario for Levi Wallace again. This way, he has the opportunity to actually go up to a start at. So hopefully, it's going to be enough to go ahead and get it. As we're sitting 6-6, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Can we come away victorious here? We do. We get a 23-14 victory, and Levi Wallace remains frustrated and angry. As we're taking on this 4-9 New England Patriots, we're 7-6 right now. Let's continue. We suffer a 34-17 loss. We had a weekly award as Tremaine Edmonds comes away 11 tackles, 1 sack, and a interception. So, just continuously updating our guys. As we're sitting 7-7, we got the 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and if you guys can't tell, the morale has already dropped. We're losing Josh Allen after this season unless we decide, hey, screw it, we're gonna spend all our damn money and we're just gonna go ahead and franchise tag him. But we finish out the year with getting the victory over the Jets, but it's not enough to make a playoff run. And it's going to go pretty much into a straight up rebuild year, as we finished the year 8-8, middle of the pack, and we're losing our quarterback. Rough, it definitely is, especially in a year 2 that Josh Allen decides, hey, yeah, let's give you guys the big middle finger and we're out of here. But taking a look here at the Pro Bowl roster. Didn't have anybody here. Michael Gallup coming in there, wide receiver 5. Gregory Rousseau making his first Pro Bowl there, right end 2. Yeah, so we at least got 2. At least had 2 go ahead and make the Pro Bowl. Take a look here at the season-ending stats as we were the 9th overall offense and the 8th overall defense, top 10 in both. Josh Allen, 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Devin Singletary, 630-9. Josh Allen coming away 344-3. Receiving wise, Dawson Knox up over 1,000, 4 touchdowns. Michael Gallup proves big, 9-9. Stefon Diggs 8-5, and Cole Beasley still remains, getting those touches, making the most out of them, 7-9. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds 115, 6 TFLs, 5 sacks, and a pick. Sack-wise, we had Gregory Rousseau coming away with 9.5. AJ Espinoza coming away with 7. So those left ends, they're making their moves. As Micah Hyde, Levi Wallace, Jordan Porter, and Tyron Johnson comes away 2 interceptions each. So here in Super Bowl 56, we got the Cowboys taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. As we'll have to see. Take a look here at the yearly awards. Zach Wilson, MVP. Unable to go ahead and get in there with Josh Allen. Josh Allen coming up, runner-up to Zach Wilson. I guess he realized, hey, I'm no longer the best quarterback in this division. I want out. But he's able to go ahead and come runner-up to Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie goes to Sam Howell. Defensive Rookie goes to Owen Papio. Best Quarterback goes Zach Wilson. And Josh Allen all the way down there at 6. Nick Chubb, Best Running Back. Receiver goes to Jamison Crowder. Michael Gallup coming in there at number 8. O-line, Quentin Nelson. D-line goes to Myles Garrett. Rousseau coming in there at number 4. Linebacker goes to TJ Watt. DB goes Byron Jones. And we had nobody else there on that team. So we got a big decision to make. Do we do it? Do we let our 94 overall quarterback walk on us? Or do we spend $35.6 million? And I think we do. I think that we do. No turning back now. We already did it. So, with that, we got him locked up for at least one more year. And hopefully, within this next year, we can try to figure out how to, come away with something. As we're negative $8.5 million in the hole. This is the first time in a rebuild that I've seen DK Metcalf go. Really? So starting here with the draft, we got pick number 18, and it's going to be interesting. Do we take the time to go ahead and go after a quarterback just to be safe? And it's one of those things like I want to keep Josh Allen. But we also have to remember that there's an opportunity that he might decide, hey, we're going to give you the big middle finger again, and we're not going to re-sign with you. But I think, with Milton out there, I think we're in good position that, we at least have somebody that's been with the team, long enough that we might be able to go ahead and make something out of Noah Sewell. I can never pronounce his first name, but the left tackle out of Detroit. It's his brother. He's finally making his way here into the NFL. But I think what we do, I think we go ahead and let's grab a wide receiver here. Let's grab a wide receiver. Cole Beasley's getting up there in age. And with that, we're going to go and take Keyshawn Boot here with our first pick in the draft. Pick number 18. Keyshawn Boot, 6 foot, 21 years old, deep threat out of LSU. Woo! Woo! 97 speed, 95 acceleration. And we did it. He was there our second round. We had to. Bryce Young, 76 overall. Hidden Dev, number 9 in true talent. We just had to be safe. We couldn't risk Josh Allen not coming back to the team. And he fell to us there in the second round. So we went ahead. We put a bid in. And we grabbed him. As just kind of looking around, Julian Barnett, could be a solid addition. Let's go ahead. Let's add him 69 overall cornerback. Not too much. As we're just gonna pretty much continue to go the same route that we're going and try to find some of these studs that are left out here that hopefully can fill the team the way they need to. And we let the computer sim for us, and they know that we need a defensive tackle. McKinley Johnson, good value there, number 55 in true talent, 71 overall. I'm happy with it. Let's just go ahead, continue to jump up to our picks, and see what we got. We could go Jordan Whittington, which we know he doesn't turn out to be that good of a player, so we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna have to pass on him. But just kind of looking at it, the team, for the most part, is pretty solid. What about fullback? Is that what we're missing? Are we missing just because we don't have a fullback? Let's go ahead and let's grab him. Varen Charlton, 6'1", 256, blocking out of South Carolina State. let's just do it. Let's have a little fun, add something new to the team, and go with them. But Jordan Whittington's still here. Let's go ahead. Let's grab him. 65 overall. We got him good value that time. He was 175 in true talent. We got him there at 178. So we're at least sitting pretty good there. And this here is pretty much just going to be more of a depth position. So let's go ahead. Let's just scroll down here. West Hollywood looks good. 64 overall. Combine looked pretty solid. And his overall just doesn't. So as we go ahead and we get ready to kick off season 3 here, the Bills, they're looking not too bad. 83 overall, 85 offense, 81 defense. So just taking a look here at the team, everything's still the same. We got Boot there that we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bump him up. I'm seriously debating what we're gonna do now. He's been such a monster for us. Go ahead and upgrade that deep route. But let's see. Can we find a trade for Cole Beasley? So we were able to send Cole Beasley, our 6th and 7th round draft pick, to get an additional 4th there. Yes, we lost more in that trade, but it's also one hell of a cap saver. So with that, we still got Josh Allen. We got Bryce Young here, who already has that +1 upgrade throughout the the preseason. Smith comes away with a star dev. Matt Milano's still there, 84 superstar. So, things I'm hoping are going to start looking up pretty good for us here this year. So, here at the halfway point, we're going to try again. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try to get Josh Allen to sign up. And look at that. We just had to give him the franchise tag, and we got him. So, that draft pick there of Bryce Young, kind of looking a little But Matt Milano, again, definitely want to go ahead and get him locked up there. Needs a little more money. Dawson Knox, just trying to keep some of these core guys together. Likes the length of contract and he doesn't want to stay. Ed Oliver, can you at least resign? There we go. We at least got Ed. Going over here all the way to the right, Michael Carter is going to be out. Jaquan Johnson, he's younger, but we might have to re-sign him. Tony Brown, I like the speed. Jalen Darden, we haven't really heard too much about Jalen Darden. He was a beast for us in the Tennessee rebuild that we had. So if you haven't yet, be sure to go check that one out. It's on the channel. Marquis Lee, we're going to let it go. Darrell Williams, definitely got to start looking here at this offensive line. And, Jaquan Johnson and, Jordan Poyer there. They're getting up there. I don't know. Levi Wallace, he's unable to go ahead and get that dev trait. So, Ed Oliver, Mitch Morris, most likely, Dawson Knox, and I have yet to decide on whether or not we want to go ahead and lock up Devin Singletary. So with that, we'll go ahead. We will sim up here to week 10. As we take a look to see what field we got, we're sitting at 4-4. 4-4 so far in this rebuild, and we're 3rd place in the division. So hopefully, that week 12, 13 game, hopefully we can come away with a victory there as we're going to sim up against the Detroit Lions. We get a 27-26 win. Sit at 5-4, taking on Green Bay, who, if I remember correctly, they don't have that good of a record. And we get a 27-14 victory there. We'll go ahead, we'll send the upgrades as, things are starting to look pretty good. We got the 1-9 Miami Dolphins. We should be able to go ahead and pull a victory here. Should be able to go and pull one here, but we lose 38-10. Offensive coordinator wants to talk about the Thursday game. And what's with us getting these breakout games against the Patriots? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop in this play offense only once again, like we did before. And hopefully we can go ahead and get this dev trait here for Dawson Knox. Because just adding Dawson Knox, getting that superstar ability, that would be absolutely huge. Him, Stefon Diggs, Josh Allen, everything would be looking pretty damn good then. As we're going to come out here, we're going to come with some bench pivot. And, pretty much, the focus is going to be with Dawson Knox. See, we got him. We don't. We might. He's unable to, he went out of bounds. Out of bounds for Dawson Knox. PA Crossers. Send Dawson Knox on a drag. Really, I don't know why I'm really trying to force the... Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know why I'm trying to force the Dawson Knox. All we got to do, we just got to get down in the red zone. And then, just let Dawson Knox go ahead and get the touchdowns. So, maybe we might have Stefon Diggs here on the outside. I don't know. We don't. We're just able to chuck it down to Devin Singletary, and of course we got a punt. Dawson Knox. They sent the blitz, but we're in there for the touchdown. I mean, he's got a good bit of yards there on that drive as well, but he also gets his first touchdown, 6th of the year. So we got the 49-45 shootout victory over the New England Patriots, and we also come away with the dev trait for Dawson Knox. Giving him that plus 4,000 XP, which, as we're sitting 7-5 right now, gives that, 1-game lead over the New England Patriots, which we got the Chicago Bears here. I'm really curious to see the weekly award. Josh Allen, 500 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, took 4 sacks, but we also brought another touchdown in on the ground using our legs. As we'll go ahead, we'll send the upgrades. It wasn't just the Dawson Knox show. We had a lot of guys getting involved last week. So we're taking on the Bears here, and we suffer a 13-7 loss, taking on the Cleveland Browns. We suffer a 34-28 loss, sitting at 7-7. It's going to be surprising if we make the playoffs now. Get a 38-31 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, as I think it might come down to this week here, week 17, as for any opportunity for us to go ahead and get into the playoffs, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna just for fun, let's give him Slot-O-Matic, and we'll go some matchup nightmare, since he does come across the middle a good bit. But we're gonna send this game up here against the New England Patriots. And let's see if we get the victory. We get a 27-24 victory, and we were unable to even make the 7th seed of the playoffs. So we'll take a look here at the Pro Bowl roster, see if we had anybody come in, make it, get their name known, and it's not looking like it at all. As we're just quickly going down through here, and I'm not seeing any of our guys' names. As even on the defensive side, Matt Milano right outside linebacker 1, possibly Nolan Smith. Possibly. Yeah. So still continuing not to really produce much in the Pro Bowl. Josh Allen, 4,200 yards, 17th overall offense, and the 25th defense. So it was just a horrible year in all. 4,200 yards, 32 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Devin Singletary, he touched the rock a little more, as 7-7. Receiving wise, Stefon Diggs over 1,005. Knox 8-10. Davis 7-5. Michael Gallup had a down year, 650-3. Defensively, Matt Milano, what a beast! 139 tackles, along with Tremaine Edmonds at 123, 12 TFL, 6 sacks. Nolan Smith coming away with 10.5 sacks, and Oliver 7.5. Rousseau 7. Milano is 6. So, the team's starting to look good. I never even looked at interceptions. Let's take a look at that right now, as Trey White finally leads the team in picks since we started this rebuild here with 4. As, we're sitting here, we got, teams that we would never think that we'd see in here. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington football team in Super Bowl 57. Taking a look here at yearly awards, Mahomes is your MVP. Josh Allen coming in there at number 6. Josh Allen at 6 for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Matt Milano. Hopefully that is enough to get him up to a superstar X Factor. Offensive Rookie goes to Bijan Robinson. Justin Flo, who, if you haven't yet, be sure to check him out in the Chicago Bears rebuild. He's pretty much, he's one of those guys that I could honestly see being the next Brian Urlacher. At least if, just going based off that team. Quarterback goes to Mahomes, as Josh Allen there at 7. Running back goes to Nick Chubb. Deebo Samuel at wide receiver. O-line goes to Mekhi Becton. Excuse me, had to yawn there. D-line goes to Josh Allen. Linebacker goes to TJ Watt, Matt Milano coming in there at number 2, and Nolan Smith there at number 5. DB goes to Rock Ya-Sin, and Trey White coming in there at number 8. But other than that, we'll go ahead. We will sim this up and get ready for year 4. As the Jacksonville Jaguars able to come away and get that victory, as looking at it, Matt Milano did go up. So Matt Milano did go up, which his contract length was good. He earned himself some money. Bump up to 11, and let's try 650. Got him, and we also want to go ahead and get Dawson Knox. We never tried to do anything with him, but let's put him up here for the long term. Spend some money. We just got him that superstar. We got him to stay. But other than that, we're gonna let some of those older guys walk. It's time. Let's go ahead. Let's figure out what we got going for the team. As we'll take a look here at any retirements. We had none. We had none last season, so we'll sim up here to free agency. As we get ready to kick off year 4 here, we're an 85 overall, 88 offense, 83 defense, and just kind of taking a look here at the team. We got a bunch of Coach XP that we got to go ahead and we got to start spending. But Josh Allen, after that very sad episode, not really an episode since this is all going to be one thing. But this the sad season where he decided he wanted to go walk, but we took the bullet and we paid the franchise tag, which then we were able to go ahead and get him locked up long term. So luckily, that at least happened for us. We're over here. We're rocking Matt Breida, Zach Moss. We let Devin, I can't even think of his first name, but Singletary walk. Stefon Diggs still here, superstar, X Factor, 98 overall. Michael Gallup, Davis, and Boot there, that the absolute speedster receiver, 79 overall, 97 speed, 96 acceleration there. Hopefully we can find some deep balls. And, with that, we want to bump him up there and, at least let him go ahead and rock the slot. Definitely need to work here on the offensive line, right guard, right tackle. Defensively, Rousseau is a superstar. I don't know when he hit that. He ended up getting that last year during Super Bowl week. But, we want to go ahead and... let's just go under pressure. Allow him to get the pressure a little more whenever it comes down to the, just getting to the quarterback. Nolan Smith here, another guy came out into the superstar dev trait last year during the Super Bowl week, and with that we're gonna go ahead. Let's go pick artist. At least for now. And then eventually we can go ahead and change that. Matt Milano, superstar X Factor, after getting that defensive player of the year, absolutely huge for this team. He's coming in with reinforcements, inside stuff, and adrenaline rush. And let's just go ahead. Let's change that over to Stonewall, and get into this season here. Year 4 as we got $30 million. $30 million to try to continue to build this team into, what we absolutely want it to be. And just kind of going down through here, adding Deebo Samuel would be nice. But, like I said, we want to go ahead. We want to look at this offensive line, see if there's anybody here, that's younger, but, would pretty much come in as an instant starter, which Robinson, I'm not too worried about. He's 24.73 normal. So, nothing there at the top of the free agency list there, really appeals to me. So we'll come over here and we'll take a look at the right tackle, which we have none. So really anybody that we can find would be, an instant upgrade. And, with that, Hal Clifford, 23 years old, he's 71 overall, normal dev. We can at least go ahead, we can throw a bit out to him, and hopefully that's going to be enough to, help secure the offensive line. Just kind of looking down through here, we're pretty good here at, the defensive side of the ball as far as like linemen and all that, but it's always nice to, find somebody that, we could go and get up there and possibly, be one of those guys that pops in as an instant starter. Left outside linebacker, we're good because we got Nolan Smith and Matt Milano there on the outsides. Middle linebacker, Trey Edmonds, we need somebody else. And with that, why not go ahead and take the guy, the speedster, 89 speed for a middle linebacker. Blake Cashman, just add him. He'd be depth. He'd get some reps, but not too much. Cornerback is, interesting. We want to go younger, but there's not really, at least with the dev traits that I'm seeing throughout here, adding in a Chris Harris Jr. on like a 1 year wouldn't be terrible. But, again, it would just be one of those, a 1 year bid. And, I'm thinking, just with that, just let's go ahead. Let's throw a bid on him just for that superstar dev trait. And, that's going to be all that we're going to do there for free agency. So we'll go ahead. We'll sim up, see if we lock any of these guys up. And, hopefully we can at least get one or two. And, we at least got Chris Harris. He's good with that 1 year deal. He wants to buy into the program along with Clifford. With that, we'll go ahead. We'll sim up again and see if Blake Cashman, not Clashman. Chase, he bought in as well. So that's going to do it for us for free agency. We'll go ahead. We'll get up here to the draft, see if we have any studs that we can find. So as we get in here to the draft, there's a lot of guys here. Halfback, tight end, left outside linebacker, Jaron Spain. It'd be very interesting, just in case he's there in the second round, to go ahead and grab him, just because he's missing that combine grain. And I always find it pretty interesting to see, how they end up developing. But, one of the guys that I'm very intrigued in is this Luke Marsh, 7'4" combine grain, all but first in absolutely everything. He's an early, second rounder. As at least that's what he was projected. We don't pick again till mid-second. So, with our pick here in the first round, we are going to go ahead and select Luke Marsh out of Alabama, and he comes out as a bust. A 73 overall normal dev trait. Fantastic. So taking a look here at the draft recap, we already had this little bit of a bust as far as dev trait scenario with Luke Marsh. Then we went Elton Winston, younger position, comes out as a 68 overall hidden dev out of Middle Tennessee State. Don't know why I had a little accent there whenever I said dev, but we're just kind of rocking with it. Depth, combine looked fantastic for Najee Aiken, 6'1" out of UCF, got good speed. So that's at least, decent. Samuel Redmond, normal 67 overall center. And then just kind of looking at it, Chris Cunningham, they had him projected going in the 7th, but he was a green chip second rounder. So we went ahead, we grabbed him. He was like number 20 in true talent, 70 overall, 22 years old, out of Arizona. Definitely not where we want to be in speed. But I'm hoping, just the pure aspect of talent, is going to be enough to go ahead and get him, get his foot in the door. And then we went Forrest Geddes, 60 overall hidden dev halfback. He was, technically undrafted, but, just looking at these stats, he's a power back. So it would be nice to have that speed up a little more. But, 80 trucking, 76 stiff arm, 82 strength. He's going to be that work in progress, but I'm happy to have him here. So before we get ready to, sim up to that halfway point here in year 4, we're an 82 overall, 84 offense, 81 defense, and just kind of taking a look here at the squad. Not much has changed here as far as, the skill positions, but, that addition of Clifford here, already ups them up from 67 to a 72. Redmond, we drop, but he's going to be in there. He's going to develop. I'm okay with that, especially being the middle there of the defense, of the offense. But just kind of looking here at the defense side of the ball, not much. Chris Harris, we're going to bump him up here to at least, that slot corner, let him get some some reps there. Micah Hyde there. We also have Winston there as the hidden dev rookie free safety, and Marsh is already in there getting that starting role. So with that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim up to the halfway point, and I'll see you there. As we get up here to that halfway mark, I'm very interested to see in how our actual record is, and 4-3. 4-3. We're just coming off a Week 8 loss to the New York Jets, as we're sitting second place in the division, and it's going to be very interesting. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the stats. We're the 23 overall offense and the 16th overall defense. Josh Allen, playing not terrible, almost 2,000 yards here throughout the first half of the season. 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. On pace for just under 4,000. 30 touchdowns, 6 picks. If he repeats, rushing wise, I don't get it. Zach Moss, I mean there's a lot being spread out here between Zach, Matt Breida, and Josh Allen as well. At least Forrest Geddes has been able to get a couple touches, able to go ahead and get a touchdown there as well. Receiving by Stefon Diggs leads the way, 473 and a touchdown. Dawson Knox there, 5 touchdowns, just under 400 yards, as well as Michael Gallup, but he only has 3 touchdowns, and Gabriel Davis coming in with 6. Disappointed. Kashawn Boot, you got the speed, man. What the hell? What's going on? Are they not actually running you as the slot? Defensively, Matt Milano continues to impress. 58 tackles halfway through the year, 4 TFLs, 3 sacks, and a pick. He's leading the way along with Nolan Smith. What the hell is going on with our defensive line? Why are they not getting it back there? Why are they not getting pressure interception-wise? Tyron Johnson, Chris Harris Jr. already paying big dividends, there with that 2 interceptions. So as we're here halfway through, we might as well take a look at the contracts here. Stefon Diggs, he wants paid. All right, I'm good with it. He's up there to the 99 overall club. We got him locked up. 5 years, $117 million. And, with that, we'll just come over here. We'll take a look here at the far right. Continue through. A lot of these guys are going to be depth. We drafted DeAndre Square, but he hasn't really seen the field much. We're not really worried about here. Hal Clifford, we're going to go ahead. We're going to re-sign whenever his time's up. That way we can continue to build him there as our right tackle. Chris Harris, if he remains a superstar at the end of the year, I'm okay with possibly throwing back that 1 year to him. Carl Basham, we drafted him. Let's go ahead, let's lock him up. AJ Espinoza, that's gonna be one of those things. Like he's been solid for us. He's on a cheap deal. Let's go ahead, let's get him done. Tyler Bass, might as well just end him up there for the rest of the rebuild here. Cody Ford, we don't want to go ahead. We don't, he's an 80 overall normal dev. We're not going to find much better than that. And I mean, Tyrone Johnson, most likely going to come back and get him. Zach Moss, we'll see. He's clearly the number 1 running back here on the team. So let's see how he does here towards the end of the year, as we'll see you right before playoff times. So we're coming in here at week 17. It's a big, win, possibly miss out on the playoffs. Currently we are sitting at the number 6 seed. So, we've seen what happened before where we got bounced out right towards the end of the season, as we're taking on the 10-5 Denver Broncos. We're 1 game behind the New York Jets, who, as we saw, up there in the top left, we were able to go ahead and get the victory over them, just last week. So hopefully, again, we can somehow find a way to get that victory here in week 17. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough to go ahead and get us into the playoffs. Don't know why I was still chilling on that screen, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim this game up here, and let's see. Can we get in? Can we get 11 wins here on the year? And we do. We get a 28-21 victory, and we are taking on the Baltimore Ravens here in the wild card. Taking a look here at the bracket. We finished off as the number 2 seed. All right, so that means we won the division. let's go. Able to go ahead and, pretty much ruin the Jets season as, they had a 2-game lead, halfway through the season, but we're able to go ahead and get up there to that number 2 seed. We're going to be knocking on some doors. Taking a look here at the season ending stats, we finished off as the 19th overall offense and the 7th overall defense. Josh Allen, like I said earlier, finished just around 4,000, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. So, we were pretty damn close to the yardage and the touchdowns, but we were like 2 off on interceptions rushing wise. Again, still spreading the ball, a good bit, about 75-25, roughly between Zach Moss and Matt Breida. 13 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, and then we did bump up Forrest Geddes into that the power back role for the team, and he's finishing up 189, 5 touchdowns receiving wise. Dawson Knox led the way, over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Stefon Diggs, pretty much he balanced out throughout the whole year. Finished up 850 and 4. Michael Gallup 7 and 5. Davis, 456, and Keyshawn Boot, he was not in that slot role, halfway through the year. So we went ahead, we put him up there. He comes away with 4 and 4. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds, there you go. He took the throne in tackles from Matt Milano. 107 for Tremaine. 8 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, no picks. Nolan Smith coming in there, 8.5. Basham was 6. All right. So our defensive lineman is finally getting in there, getting back up there in the sack column. And Teron Johnson, Chris Harris Jr. both with 4. And, the rookie, Luke Marsh, with 2. Trey White, I have not been impressed with him, for the most part at all this rebuild. And just, with that, just kind of taking a look at his stats and contracts, this is year 4. So, going back here to 2020, he has 9 picks? 9 picks for being a shutdown corner. All right, come on. Need to figure something out as, it's playoff time. We're here against the Baltimore Ravens. So let's take a look at their team. It looks like Lamar Jackson is going to be their only X factor, and it is. He still has that trust. Ronnie Stanley, Marlon Humphrey, Patrick Queen, Marcus Davenport, Justin Flo, which, again, if you haven't yet, be sure to check out that Bears rebuild. He is an absolute monster. Justin Tucker, Deshaun Elliott, Tyler Davis, and Nick Boyle there as your superstars, which, way, passes us, as far as total talent on the team. As we're here in Buffalo, it's snowing. Sean McDermott, he's excited. Let's get going. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start simming. Defense needs to make a stand. We're driving down the field here. Got a 3rd down alert. We're in the red zone. Able to come away with 7. Defense needs to make the stand. Baltimore ties it up. They get the instant touchdown, 14-7 here in the second quarter. And, we're back here. We're in the red zone. We tied the ball game up. We need a stop. 21-14 Baltimore here. Can we somehow... 28-14? What is up with Buffalo? What is going on with Buffalo? Unable to really do anything. It's a 10-point game here. We need a turnover. We got the turnover. 3rd down alert. Big field goal. Let's go. All right. 1 touchdown game. Defense. All right. We're getting the ball back. We are getting the ball back. Let's see. 2:09 left to go in the game. Can we do it? We're burning everything. Able to pick up the 4th. We got another one. And we turned it over. We turned the ball over. We cannot figure out how to get out of the playoffs. All right. So we got another chance. We'll sim it up. Never mind. We don't have a chance. They were getting ready to punt it back. They allowed us to have that opportunity to do so, and time expired as Josh Allen, 293, 2 touchdowns, 56% completion. Zach Moss, 12 for 45. Stefon Diggs, 5 for 55. Michael Gallup, 4 for 30. So, what was the big difference? Maybe, just maybe, it was this interception that Josh Allen threw. But what about possible fumbles? We had no fumbles there, no drops. Okay. So what is going on? Why can't we get out of the playoffs? So just scrolling down through here for the playoffs, Dawson Knox is there. Not much, throughout the rest of the team. Ed Oliver there, defensive tackle too. Just kind of looking. We really don't have anybody else. Marsh as the rookie gets in there, strong safety too. So okay, and Boot coming in there as the kick returner. But I mean, still not much. Not in the positions that we want. So coming in here, taking a look at the season-ending awards, Lamar Jackson is your MVP. Josh Allen coming in there. He's making the short list there at number 10. Offensive player of the year goes to Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen there at 8. Defensive player of the year goes to Myles Garrett. Shocker. Didn't have anybody make that offensive rookie of the year. Geddes coming in there at number 2. Would have been nice to have him in there at that power back position earlier. But we didn't. But he comes in, number 2. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Luke Marsh. Hopefully that's enough to go ahead and get him a dev trait. Best quarterback goes to Baker Mayfield. Bijan Robinson as the best running back. Receiver goes to Tim Patrick. Showing no respect to Dawson Knox. O-line, didn't have anybody. D-line, were we able to... All right, Ed Oliver coming in there, making that short list. Linebacker goes to Miles Jack. DB. All right, Teron Johnson. Teron Johnson getting DB of the year. We could have a re-sign on our hands there. As, Chris Harris coming in there at number 2 as well. And guess what? No Trey White. And just like that, Teron Johnson decides he's not interested in re-signing with us. We didn't want to do it through the regular season. He goes out there. He gets the best DB of the year, and he gives us the middle finger. Bruh. With that, that makes it even worse. Chris Harris decides, after coming in at number 4, that he is going to retire after 13 years in the NFL. So getting ready for season 5 and the final, year here of the rebuild. We got $10 million to go, and we got money out there for Devin Duvernay, add a superstar wide receiver to the team. We're the only ones with a bid out on him, and then we also we're trying to go ahead and we're trying to get that superstar back. Big upgrade over Draxon there, already a 5-point there. Yes, Slay is getting older, but again, it's the last year, so let's burn all of our money, everything that we can, and hopefully we can come out on top. And just like that, we got both of them. Big Play Slay and Duvernay are both now here with the Buffalo Bills. So taking a look here at the draft recap, Zay Kemp, 75 overall, 88 speed running back. He had a fantastic combine, comes out as a 75 overall. That 95 acceleration, man, that's gonna be pretty nice. Be nice for some stop and goes, especially with that 89 change of direction. But the speed really isn't there. But overall, he's a very, very well-rounded running back. We went with Lance Baker, free safety, another hidden dev, work in progress. Nelson Slate, 71 normal, 89 speed. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. Definitely not a receiving back whatsoever. Tyler Gaines left outside linebacker, just depth, 67 overall. Tevin Smith, 66 normal. Definitely not there with the speed. Jermaine McKinley, 66 overall, right outside linebacker. And Felix Farley, these two we just pretty much simmed out. Other than that, we went best available. So as we get ready to go ahead and kick off the final year of the Buffalo Bills rebuild, obviously, we could have took full advantage of the possibility of moving the Bills, somewhere else, but, we decided Buffalo's at home. So, that's their home. We're going to stay up here in New York, keep it crowded, because technically the two other New York teams that claim to be New York, They're not really in New York. They're in New Jersey. But we're an 83 overall, 83 offense, 85 defense. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to get ready to go ahead and sim up halfway there. And we'll see you there. So coming here at the halfway point, we are 7-0. Oh, wow. I'll take it. A little speechless, but I'll take it. We got some big contracts that we got to look at. Tremaine Edmonds, Michael Gallup, Gregory Rousseau, which, Rousseau's definitely one of the guys that we're going to go ahead and send it, along with Nolan Smith. These two, have been developing absolutely awesome. Ed Oliver as well, 26. We want to keep, the big guys, intact. Micah Hyde, love to keep him as well. But you're just kind of looking down through here. Joe Milton, that 96 throw power. We never got to use him because we ended up franchise tagging Josh Allen, and he decided, all right, going to return. But coming in here halfway through, we're going to go ahead and take a look. We're the 14th overall offense and the 3rd overall defense. Josh Allen, 22,000 yards. 22 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, playing fantastic. Matt Breida, is getting there, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pretty evenly, spread out here between Breida and Kemp. Receiving wise, Devin Duvernay, 579, 6 touchdowns. Dawson Knox, 430 and 8. Stefon Diggs, 353, along with Kashawn Boot, pretty much all but the same there. Defensively, we got Luke Marsh leading the way, 41 tackles, 2 TFLs, no sacks. Sack-wise, we got Nolan Smith coming in there with 7 halfway through the year. Ed Oliver, Tremaine Edmonds there as well. Interception-wise, obviously, Tremaine Edmonds, he's going to be having a solid year, because that one thing that I've noticed throughout, at least Madden 21, whenever it comes up to a contract year, especially whenever there's a lot of sim games, they're going to come out there and they're going to ball out. So we will go ahead as, we're sitting there, 85 overall, 84 offense, 87 defense. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get closer to the playoffs and see where we stand. So we finished off the year at the number 1 seed, 14-2, 13-3, something like that is how we finished off. Bills are coming to play this year. I don't know exactly what we did. Was it Delvin Duvernay getting another superstar receiver there for Josh Allen? What exactly is what's going on? Adding in big play Slay. Me personally, I don't know. But we're the number 1 seed, so we'll take the lowest seed here in the divisional round whenever we get there. So with that, we will come over here and we will take a look as we finish 14-2 on the year, season-ending stats. We were the 4th overall offense. Josh Allen almost threw for 5,000 yards. We finished at the 10th overall defense. And Josh Allen, woo! What a phenomenal year. 4,900 yards, 53 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Fantastic. Rushing wise, not the greatest, but, again, 75-25 split between, our 2 running backs, both coming away 5 touchdowns. Delvin Duvernay, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Dawson Knox, 1,100 yards, 19 touchdowns. Boot, almost 1,000. Stefon Diggs, we did move Diggs down to the number 2 receiver, just to get 99 speed. Kashawn Boot in there as the number 1. Just for the speed factor of it. Matt Milano come away. He took it from Tremaine Edmonds. Able to come away with 97 tackles. Marsh as well with 97 tackle for loss. For Milano, 11, 3 sacks and a pick. Sacks-wise, Nolan Smith finished out the year with only 10. Kind of a disappointment there that the second half of the season. Ed Oliver at 7. Interception-wise, big play Slay coming in there, playing, huge dividends as he brings in 4 picks. And Trey Waite finally getting 3 on the year. What's that bring his total? To 12 in 5 years? I mean, 12 picks, 5 years, fantastic. But not in Madden. So as we get ready to take on the New England Patriots for the 3rd time this season, in the divisional round, we'll take a look at their team as, not looking like they have any X factors there, but they do have Trent Brown, Will Patterson, Chase Winovich, Mac Jones, and Kellen Carey as their superstars. So, this is year 5, so I have no problem hopping in. Papa Barron a little more as we are in Buffalo. It's snowing. Once again, Sean McDermott. Hopefully, he's a little more ready this time around, and we can come away and get the victory. As defense needs to stand up. Looks like we already got a turnover. We're in the field goal range, and we don't even get it. We're back in the red zone. We get 7. Need a stop. We need a stop. Can't. Able to hold him to 3. 10-7. As we get the touchdown 14-10. We need another stop. Defense needs to do something. As the Patriots are just driving down the field. We hold them just a field goal. 14-13. Let's get in the end zone. Unable to get there, but we got a 2-minute drill here. 2-minute drill. Let's go ahead. Third down. Let's come in. Screw it. Let's just come in. Third down. I want to try. Let's try some verts. Try some verts here. They're sending the blitz. They are going to be sending absolutely everybody. Lowry. Let's go ahead. Let's put Duvernay down here on the little slant, as we should have Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox. There we go. He's there. He's got it, and he's running. He's running, able to get out of bounds here down at the 13-yard line. So that right there just it secures us going ahead and at least coming away with a field goal. As we're in the red zone. Can we get in? We got another third down, big field goal. They settled for 3, but we're getting the ball here in the third quarter, and hopefully we can come away and find another score. We can't. But, it's a 4-point game. We're still winning by 1, and the Patriots had the ball back. They're up by 2 now. I got a feeling we'll somehow find a way to lose this game. As we're down by 3 here. Big, yep, let's do it. Let's do it. We got 3 minutes to go here, trying to figure out how to come away with a victory here against New England after a 14-2, season. I mean, I don't know how we somehow blow it, and Josh Allen just, completely whiffs there. We've thrown the ball 48 times this game. 48! And we're down by 3. I missed him. That's completely my fault. Looking at something else, I completely missed him. Let's go ahead. Screw it. Let's go. Can we drop it? Can we get the little teardrop? Drop him. Oh my God. Bruh. Seriously. He was there. He had it. It bounced off his freaking hands. Can't believe it. So we went for it on 4th down. We're not losing this game. We'll go for it on 4th. Let's go ahead. Let's try the high-low again. Maybe Boot decides, hey, we want to catch this damn ball this time. I still can't believe it. What? I threw the ball away. Why don't you just throw it to the right? Huh? So as long as I don't screw this up, we're at least in, field goal range, which would allow us to go ahead and tie this ball game up. Let's just kind of work this around, see if we can catch their defense and something up, as Kemp is in here in the backfield, and we're just going to try to run this ball. We're able to get good blocks. Kemp down here, able to get up to, the 7? So, all right. So, we're here. We're able to go ahead and burn more clock. As, we're going to go 45 quick base. 45 quick base will allow, time to run down, as, we're just going to try to do our thing. Able to get a good block. Kemp. Oh, all right. Down to the 2. Fresh set of downs. And let's go ahead and let's put this on 2 clock. Put it on 2 clock. Allow us to find an inside zone. Even though Duvernay. Let's see if we can find Duvernay. There we go. Easy. Easy. 38 seconds. They got all 3 of their timeouts. Our defense needs to make a stand. As, fourth quarter. And they are driving down the field. We need to come in. We need to come in. How is it that we can't find a way to stop this team? What the hell is going on with Mac Jones? All right, that's it. That's the game. That is the game. We are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So here we go. In the AFC Championship game, we got Aaron Rodgers, Von Miller as the Broncos superstar X Factors. Jerry Jeudy, Zach Pickens, Teddy Bridgewater as their backup quarterback, and Mitchell Schwartz. We're a 2-point, advantage, at least overall wise. So hopefully, we're going to be able to come away with this victory here. And I'm hoping that I don't have to step in too much. As big third down, we able to go ahead and stop the Broncos, but they stopped us as well. It's been a defensive battle here. The Broncos score first. We tie the ball game back up. Broncos are driving 14-7 here in the second quarter. Third down, we weren't able to do anything, but we got the ball back here in the red zone. Able to tie this ball game up, but Denver takes it downfield, gets a 21-14 lead as, what is going on here? 28-14. Now we got to do it. See if we can go ahead and find a deep bomb. See if we can bomb deep. Oh, we got a 4th and 10. Uh-oh. 4th and 10. I was not expecting that. I was thinking it might have been a third down, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Dawson Knox right up the middle, able to go ahead and catch it, get a good truck, and we get the first down. Let's go ahead and try to hurry up, but it won't let us. As third down alert, we're coming back in. We're gonna go some mesh spot. Change it up. We might have Dawson Knox here again. So if we do, fantastic. We do right up the middle. They're not covering him. If they're not going to cover him, we're going to keep running it. We're going to keep taking 10 yards at a time. I know at least time-wise, it's not really working. We need a big stop here. Let's go ahead, hop in here. 3rd and 4. I don't know what the team is doing as far as, are they more running? But, as they're on the top of the screen, they're not. Get a stop. Did we get it? Nope. Did not. All right, come on. They're going on forward on 4th. They're really? Oh, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're already kicking. I hate this game. I absolutely hate this game. Sure not. Why not? 1 second left. Let's do it. And we don't even have Hot Route Master. Gotta love it. Gotta freaking love it. Gotta love it. So, taking a look at the Pro Bowl roster, Josh Allen, obvious quarterback 1. Just kind of going down through here, seeing if we have anybody else that made it. Duvernay coming in there at wide receiver 5. Dawson Knox there, tight end 1. Just going down through everything. Rousseau right end 2. And that's kind of Nolan Smith coming in run right outside linebacker 1. But for the most part, that's gonna do it for us. And we got the punter. We have the punter. So other than that, it's gonna pretty much just be coming up, simming up here to the Super Bowl, where we got the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. And just kind of taking a look here, yearly awards. Josh Allen is your MVP, which, rightfully so. Offense Player of the Year, Defense Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Shocker. Offensive Rookie goes to Denard Wynn. Let's see. We had Kemp coming in there at 4. Defensive Rookie goes to Roosevelt Hilliard. Even Tyler Gaines getting in there. Depth linebacker. Best quarterback, Josh Allen. Running back, obviously nobody of us. Jerry Jeudy getting, wide receiver number 1. Devin Duvernay coming in there at number 2. So, 1,200 yards and coming in there at wide receiver number 4. Shocker. Deion Dawkins coming in there 5. Cody Ford there at number 8. D-line goes to Myles Garrett. And Ruzuru coming in there at number 8. Linebacker, Harold Landry. Nolan Smith there at 8. Caleb Farley coming in there. Best DB big play Slay there at number 3. And, shocker. Dane Jackson. Not Trey White. Dane Jackson. So as we finish up this rebuild, we finished off as an 86 overall, 84 offense, 89 defense, and we finished off 99 overall Josh Allen, 99 overall Stefon Diggs. Dawson Knox finished with a 95 overall, all the way up to a X Factor. I want to say he started out as a star, and then Devin Duvernay went up to a superstar X Factor last season. Defensively, not much. Everybody else still pretty much stays the same, but we did have Lance Baker come in and with a superstar dev trait. So, that would have been very, very nice because most likely Micah Hyde was gone after this season. But, that's going to do it for me, here for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please let me know down in the comments if you guys actually enjoyed this really long rebuild. I got to decide whether or not, we're going to continue this, as far as the last couple teams that we got to do, or kind of just do like a little speed run through it, whatever. But, as always, if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 300 subs by the end of August, and make sure to smash that like button. Every like counts. All the socials are down below in the description, so be sure to go check all those out. But other than that, till next time, peace.